Today we're going on a Jeep tour, so let's go. So our first stop is Baixa Verde. This is an old farm from 1883. We're gonna go inside and take a look too, and we're gonna look around outside. Really beautiful place, piece of history here. And we're with a tour group today, which normally I hate. I like to just walk around by myself, but the roads to get here, it's not good to drive a car. We drove the Jeep is really strong. So let's go inside and take a look. Really beautiful out here. So I look forward to seeing the history inside. And they grow coffee here and everything. Just outside of the gate there's coffee. But we're gonna go inside here in just a second. Hola! So here you go. Capella. So like a little chapel. Church. Oh, this is really nice. The year here is showing 1917. So this must have been a little bit later, maybe they built this. So a small chapel. Alright, gotta go inside now. Casa Grande.
Senzala, que é ali embaixo onde a gente parou em frente, viu? Terminando tudo em 1883, essa mulher veio aqui conhecer, olhou isso aqui tudinho e falou assim: eu não quero mais casar contigo. Pode ficar com suas coisas pra você, eu não quero mais, tô indo embora. Ele não desistindo de casar e ter sua família, né? Ele levando seus produtos a Mamanguape, que era o porto principal da Paraiba antigamente, ele via Nazinha na janela de sua casa.
Alright guys, so this is an old picture here. And these are the original keys for the house. Like 140 years ago.
Aqui era chamada de a namoradeira, né? Aqui na namoradeira sentava o pai e a filha que...
This beautiful countryside here. And this, we're gonna see, I believe they make cachaça there, where that stack is.
Que tá conversando com o pai. Ela só conversa com o pai. E a vela...
Okay, so we just found out, we're following the tour guide basically, which is great, we get information. There was actually slaves here, they said, and these were the key to the slave quarters. So man, that's a piece of history there. This is the original floor, actually, and the table where the owners would have eaten their dinner here. This is where they would have eaten their meals. It's in really good shape for how old it is. I believe 140 years old, 1883. The floor looks great. And these are the original owners here. You like to ring the bell? So this is the windowway we're standing in up there with the beautiful colors around it. All right, so next we're gonna go here, Memorial. I think we're gonna see some different stuff that was used before. The original things they used to make cafe and etc. So let's go take a look.
O vermelho ele tem uma lenda por trás. Sempre andar com o vermelho no bolso, você atrai dinheiro. Sempre que você acha fazendo uma de hoje, né? Que o de hoje só muda que é plástico, mas isso aqui foi usado lá em 1900.
So here's some original paperwork that was here from many, many years ago. And some things that they used here. Some of the tools, I guess. And they said that this room was where the slaves were sleeping. And originally the roof was a lot lower. It was much lower. This roof here would have been down lower. And they said that was, so I guess they weren't looking eye to eye with the owner. That's what they said. Okay. So yeah, so the pessoas, I can entender. So yeah, she said the slaves were like lower than the master. So this roof originally inside was much lower. So inside that room, you saw the roof. Originally it was lower when the slaves would have been in there sleeping. She said the reason was like when they looked at the master, they were lower. They were always lower. They couldn't stand at the same height and look eye to eye. So it was like a subservient kind of thing. So another fun fact here, these points you see on the house, you see here as well. That was a way of families, I guess, back then saying basically we're really rich, we're very wealthy. So it was like a status, a wealth status symbol. Okay, so this next place here, they make rapadura. Engenho de rapadura. Engenho de rapadura, which is a traditional dessert here in the Northeast. And I guess they made it here a long time ago, so we're going to take a look at where they made it. So to make it, they used sugar cane, and I believe this was to, you can see one stick of sugar cane inside there, the machine now. We'll take a closer look. So he said this is the more modern machine that they use. And again, you can see the sugar cane there, but over here was the original machine. That's the old one. And this is what they use now. So what they do here, they have the two different pipes you see that they can use. This one goes over to this tank over here they use to make the dessert. And this other pipe here goes down to this tank and they use that to make cachaça. And here's another look at the old machine. So when they made the rapadura, this is where they cooked. And underneath here there would be wood and fire, so it was fire driven. And you can see more here. And these, for the empadura, are molds. These are just different molds to make the embotoro. And I believe they're made out of wood.
Obrigatoriamente comprar dele. E aí ficavam devendo e continuavam escravos.
So another fact, there used to be a market here. I mean, this is way back. Originally, there would have been a market, and I was told that the people who would come nearby, maybe they don't have money or anything, you could get food and not pay anything, but you had to work for the owners for 24 hours. Basically, just like a slave, you know, look down at the ground, not look at the people. You were basically their servant for 24 hours just to get your needs. But you could get it here. All right, guys, so we're going to try the rapadura. There's dois diferente, two different kinds. This is cafe and the original rapadura. Get a strong, sweet flavor, sugar cane. Tastes like sugar cane. And this is the one that's flavored with cafe. It tastes like coffee. It's really good. We just had a cup of the coffee that they make here. Absolutely delicious. And sitting right here, I have one shot of cachaça that they make here as well. So this is a pinga. We're gonna chase it with that. This is muito claves. So we're gonna get a couple snacks here. There's a cheese with cachaça. And this is a cachaça with the chocolate flavor, which we've tried before, but not with this cachaça, which is a lot stronger. The cachaça here is like double strong. And there's a cheese, which is impregnated with cachaça as well. So we're going to try some of the local snacks here to take with us when we go. All right, guys, so we're finished here. The next place we're going to go is called Cruzeiro de Roma. And I think that's an old church, igreja. So we're going to leave here in just a few minutes after everybody gets their souvenirs and their snacks. So looking forward to taking a little bit of that home with me. The cachaça with the chocolate flavor liquor, I don't know what it's called, but it's really, really good. We've had that before, but not with this cachaça. The cachaça that they make here is like double strong of like normal cachaça. It's really, really good. So anyway, we're going to go in just a few minutes. Behind me, we're going to hop in the Jeep, and we're going to continue this tour in just a few minutes. All right, guys, off we go to the next stop. There's where they grow the coffee. Those are the coffee plants growing on the side of the hill there. Everybody had some cachaça, so now everybody's happy and singing. So everybody's happy now. They drank plenty of cachaça. Really, really strong too. It was really good. Okay, so we're going up the hill now, a really steep hill to get to the church, Cruzeiro de Roma. I can see the tip of it right here. We'll be there in just a minute. Okay, so here we are, we've arrived. Now we're gonna take a tour of this place and we'll show you a little bit out here. This is a stunning view. In just a minute, we'll be able to see better. Absolutely beautiful. We're really high, up elevated in the mountain here.
Aí, em algum canto aí, o que ia vir? Água. E aí, num lugar alto, ele ainda podia ter a chance de se salvar. E aí, chegou a hora, o cometa passou e passa a igreja. E alguns meses depois, ela acabou ficando boa. Ele alcançou a graça que ele queria e deu início à construção da igrejinha, né? Em 1903, pelas imperiais mais altas que tem aí, tá?
Okay, so the first thing we see here, it's a beautiful like archway. And they said if you needed something, you would ask for it or pray for it, and then you would walk through here and then just believe for it. It's a beautiful church here, beautiful day too. All right, so we're gonna go take a look here. So, você lembra ano? Ano?
118.
118. So 118 years old. Okay, so we're inside of the church now. It's not real big, but it's beautiful. And this is the main auditorium here. So I was told that the more prominent people would sit here, and over here, people who were slaves or more poor would sit on the side. So, times, I guess, were a lot different, even here in Brazil. And you can see over here on the side as well. But this would have been the main center part where everybody would sit. So anyway, the church was started. My aunt told me that the church was started by a wealthy man. His children were sick. So he talked to God and said, I'll build this church, I guess, for you if you save my children. And the children did live. They didn't die. So he built this church here, a promise to God. And then outside, we're going to see a cross, a really beautiful out front here that was built, I believe, before the church was actually built. I'm not sure the year, but maybe we'll find out in just a minute. So I'm going to go back outside. All right, so the next thing right here, this is the cross that we were talking about, and I think it was, ¿cuántos años?
123.
So 153 years ago. The church was 118 years ago, so it was like 30-something years older. Same person made it, wealthy man. So the story behind this is, I guess they said many years ago, someone had said that there was going to be a meteor come and destroy the area. So this man that built the church and this, he said, God, please save the city, save us from the meteor. It was all a lie, of course. It wasn't going to happen. So he built this cross to protect, the surrounding area here, this area. So I think it was 35 years before the church was built, this was built, because they were scared that a meteor was going to come and destroy the area. So that's the backstory on that. Here we go, looking at the church again. Really beautiful. Bottom of the hill here, you can see these big pools of water. These are fish farms, and most of them are tilapia fish farms here all around the area. Okay guys, and para pessoas fala português, mas pequena mais informação.
Sim, aqui esse local, Cruzeiro de Roma, foi construído por João Rodrigues Neves, um homem muito rico, fazendeiro, conhecido aqui na região. E como o Jeff falou em inglês anteriormente, o Cruzeiro de Roma, essa cruz, tem 123 anos, porque um mito aqui na cidade, as pessoas falaram que um meteoro iria passar por aqui, iriam matar todas as pessoas e, consequentemente, João Rodrigues ficou com muito medo e pediu a Deus, né? Deus, por favor, me proteja todas as pessoas e eu, assim, se eu sobreviver desse meteoro, eu vou construir esse cruzeiro aqui para o Cruzeiro de Roma. E, enfim, nada aconteceu, todo mundo sobreviveu e após muitos anos, a igreja hoje, que tem 118 anos, também foi construída por esse fazendeiro muito rico, João Rodrigues Neves. A sua filha adoeceu e ele também fez mais uma promessa a Deus. Deus, se minha filha sobreviver e se levantar dessa cama, eu prometo que eu irei construir uma igreja em forma de pagamento. E assim se fez. A sua filha não morreu, sobreviveu e até hoje está aí a igreja, um local muito bonito aqui no Brejo Paraibano, que vale a pena todos virem e conhecer e fazer seus pedidos também.
We'll take one last little look here of the overlook. It's just so beautiful up here. And pretty soon we'll go have lunch after this. We'll return. You can just see for several kilometers. There's a bee here trying to bite me. And there's the archway we looked at before. So another beautiful piece of history here. And we're in the state of Paraiba, Brazil, is where we're located, which is the northeastern part of Brazil. So we're going to head back down the hill now and say goodbye to this beautiful church. Okay, so here we go. Back down the hill.
Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Vai ser uma coisa bem ligeira, mas vai ser um friozinho assim, bem rápido.
Se a subida não tem
Ó, até freio de mão tem, ó.
meu Deus do céu.
Isso é importante. A diferença da torre.
Everybody's talking about the steep incline they were talking about before.
Ó, o Angico está, ó, ele... Where the train would have went through before, carrying coffee. So here's the tunnel we just went through, and inside there's a tap where there's natural water coming down through the rocks, mineral water. You can drink the water. And there was a train here, they said before, that carried coffee through this tunnel. Vice-governador da Paraíba, certo? Antônio Pessoa, por motivos de saúde, não pôde continuar exercendo seu último ano de mandato.
So they said what happened here, they built this tunnel, I'm not sure what year, but to transport coffee. But then only a few years later, the plants were no more good. So they stopped doing that, and now it's just a road. I guess the plants weren't growing or they were having problems with the crops. So here's just a little look inside of the tunnel. And back there is where the natural mineral water, it just comes through the rocks, and then they have a little, like a tap where you can get water and drink it, really good water, back there at the start of the tunnel. And this is where we're going, back to the Jeep. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna go and have lunch before the tour ends. We'll go have a nice lunch, and then we'll return to the hotel. And I wanna go see this other church that's right by the hotel, a really old church. Okay, so we're at the restaurant here, side of a hilltop here. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. There was a university, simple public university, I believe, real close here. We just passed. And looks like a beautiful restaurant here. We're gonna go in and have lunch here. So, beautiful restaurant, and there's cachaça here, so we'll probably end up trying some different cachaça. Beautiful view. Really nice restaurant. Here's the barrels with the cachaça. Definitely try some of that. All these different cachaças that you can try. So I'll definitely try a couple more. This nice man is 80 years old and he's drank 8 of them today, I think. Really enjoying himself. That's the secret, he said. Muito gostosa. Okay, so here's, and I'm gonna try, what are you trying now?
Pineapple.
Pineapple? Try. You're not finito. Ah, sério? All finito.
Okay.
Well, it's complete. You made 1.5, so here's one complete. Pineapple cachaça. Differente. I don't taste pineapple. Mas muito gostoso. So we're gonna try one more. This is like a more traditional cachaça. Take it right off the barrel here. Ooh. So it's a double now. I'll just drink a little bit just to try it. Whoa, that is really strong, really smooth. I think it's been for a long time. More long than the other ones. Really smooth and really strong, but very good, very tasty. So one more thing, guys, like I said before, all these cachaças here, these shots that you can drink, called pingas, it's included. You come here, you eat lunch, you can drink 10, you can drink 0. It doesn't cost you any extra. It's all from here, and it's included with your lunch, so no additional. So that's really crazy. You could try something. I mean, if you like to try different drinks, you could drink 4 or 5 different ones, all different flavors, different aged, and no additional charge. It's all included, just like a glass of water at your dinner table. So wow, that's really crazy. So we're almost back to the hotel now, just a little bit more to go. So just a little bit more to go. Our hotel's right up here. It's on the top of the hill. Actually, we had to park on a hill, which is a little bit sketchy, but not too bad. I always turn the wheels facing the curb, just in case. And this is our hotel right here. This large building you see. That's the hotel. All right, so we just got out of the Jeep and just a look at the side of the hotel here. So here's the church. They said it's not open today, but it'll be open tomorrow. Pretty much right across the street. And this is it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a nice long day, but a really good day. A lot of history. We learned a lot. So we enjoyed the farm and the church, and we had a really good lunch. The food was awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button and please subscribe to the channel so you can come back and see more videos just like this one. And we're going to do another tour tomorrow. So we'll have some more video real soon, and we will talk to you guys on the next video.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.